When we make our grand entrance into the world, each one of us was born to be heard. At birth, babies have a brain that weighs 8 ounces. Over the course of the next 25 years, that brain will grow to eventually weigh about 3 pounds. A growing brain has milestones that they meet, and communication is one of those very important milestones. A 4-month-old baby is not going to be satisfied laying flat of its back in a room with people that are making noise and communicating. They're going to want to be upright, looking around so that they can get their nose in your business. A 6-month-old is going to want to sit up and observe language taking place and communication taking place. A 9-month-old wants to be heard and is tired of you just understanding their language, as all parents have to do. Babies do come out of the womb speaking in language. I am tired, I'm hungry, I have a wet diaper. But at 9 months, they begin to become more effective at communicating with adult language. They begin to babble and they make squeals. They want you to notice them. In 15 months of age, most babies are beginning to put together 2-word sentences. And at 2 years of age, many of them have nonstop, long, complicated, complex sentences with parents looking at each other wondering, where did he learn that word? Because that child has been listening to conversations its whole life. That's how it learns. But what happens when no one is there? Dr. Bruce Perry wrote a book entitled The Boy Who Was Raised as a Dog. In it, he tells the story of a child who was left alone 8 hours a day from 4 months of age and the devastating impact that it had on that child's brain development. That child was without any adult to hear it and to meet its needs during that 4-month time period. This really young baby lived in its own world. It kept calling for help, but no one was there. The impact of the pandemic, which is now at its 5th anniversary, caused a shutdown that had a massive shift in the foundations of our culture. As a part of that pandemic, people got comfortable being alone. So the questions came up, why can't I just work from home? Why do I have to walk aisles of Walmart to shop? Why do I have to go out to eat? I'm not essential anyway. Isolation can be a learned way of life. But with it comes the #1 health problem that our Surgeon General has declared. In the United States, that problem is loneliness. Loneliness makes you feel that there's no place for you outside the walls of your room, that no one cares about your feelings or your health or your mental status. And it leads to depression and anxiety and the sense of hopelessness. And suicide in our country has become one of the leading causes of lost lives in America. And the thing that breaks my heart is that's especially true in young people from 12 to 18, especially females. Just like the baby you once were. You were born to be in community. You were born to be heard. So why can't you work from home? Because when you go to work, you get to interact with 3-dimensional human beings. You get to laugh and cry and work with them towards a common cause. Why shop for yourself? Well, when you go out, as maddening as it is, you get to see friends and neighbors. Why go out to eat instead of DoorDash? Because the walls of your house do not contain you. My suggestion to you is be brave, be bold, walk out into life and find someone to smile at, someone to hug, someone to listen to, and someone to talk to. You were born to be heard and accepted and loved.